Imagine ranking #1 on Google for keywords your perfect fit clients are searching for. That would mean steady flow of leads, quality traffic, and most importantly, revenue on autopilot without having to spend cash on ads, outbound sales, or other tactics or strategies. I'm going to outline exactly how you can do this for your B2B tech or service company to get a steady stream of those juicy organic inbounds. I'm going to lay down the exact strategy we followed for WildSpark to get them organic position 1 within 30 days for their B2B SaaS company for alternative-based keywords, and the B2B playbook we got ranking above HubSpot, CXL, Pavilion, and other huge brands in 50 days and drove leads and revenue by day 67. I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's dive into the exact strategy that you can follow too. So first off, you want to build out a detailed, exhaustive list of your money keywords. What the heck's a money keyword? A money keyword is a commercial, long-tail, high sales intent keyword that a dream client would search for on Google when they're likely to look to take a demo, book a sales call, maybe sign up or evaluate options in your space. What's most likely to drive inbound leads for our company when folks are searching for it on Google? I recommend you fire up a Google sheet or an Excel sheet and you build out 4 main columns. Column 1, your main offers. Column 2, the main industries and niches you serve best. Column 3, your main competitors. And column 4, your dream clients, jobs to be done. Let's break each one down. So number 1, in this example, I'm pretending we provide proposal software. So how do folks on sales calls refer to our offer? They might call it proposal software, proposal tools, proposal platform. What else would they use? Fill that out in column 1. Column 2, industries. What are the main niches that you serve super well, that are historically bought well from you, that have the problem that you solve, that are motivated to solve it, and that have no issue investing it? They have the cash to easily invest in your offer. It's not going to be a hard sell. So it could be sales teams, could be HR, recruitment, fintech, sports, manufacturing. You know all the industries that you typically serve well, that have bought well, have the problem you solve, and have cash to invest. Column 3, what are the main competitors that come up on sales calls time and again in the proposal space? That could be Proposify, PandaDoc, Quilla, GetAccept. You know these. Grab them from your sales team or CS team and list them out here in column 3. And the last column, column 4, jobs to be done. What are the main jobs, the main struggling moments that folks face before they know about your offer, before they know about your solution? A lot of what I've talked about up to now is bottom of funnel. This is more of a top funnel, more informational based query, but still good to position your offer as the painkiller and the solution when someone's searching for an issue. In the proposal space, that could be how to write proposals that convert, how to create interactive proposals, how to close more sales, how to close more sales proposals, how to close more sales quotes, how to build out quotes that sell, that kind of stuff. But maybe someone doesn't know your offer exists, but they're searching for that specific problem that you solve, and you can position your offer as the right choice, the painkiller. Once you've made those 4 columns, offer, industry, competitors, and jobs to be done, then once you've exhausted that, you can start building long-tail commercial keywords that folks will search on Google when they need your offer. So first off, in the proposal theme, that might be best for proposal software, proposal tools, proposal platform. Now, these will yield a decent amount of traffic. It will be high intent, but they will be pretty difficult to rank for. So that could probably be long-term keywords that you'd look to chip away at over the months to come. They will yield decent traffic. They will yield potentially good leads, but they're going to be quite difficult to rank for because you'll have your big competitors already taking up real estate on Google. So you want to slowly chip away at those. So I recommend you go for more long tail keywords where you combine offer plus the industry and niche you serve. So that could be things like best proposal software for recruitment, best proposal software for HR, best proposal software for sales teams, or proposal software for fintech. So offer plus money niche, that'll be a little bit easier to rank for as they're a bit more detailed, a bit more specific, the keywords a bit longer. Now next, we'll grab our competitors that we listed out. So going for, especially in B2B SaaS, alternative or pricing or review-based keywords, competitor keywords are super effective. So if we pretend we're Proposify, we might go for things like PandaDoc alternatives, PandaDoc pricing, PandaDoc reviews, or GetAccept alternatives, GetAccept reviews, GetAccept pricing. The reason these work so well is you probably know already, B2B companies often evaluate 3, 4 or more vendors before they're ready to buy. They make a short list of 3, 4, 5 vendors or more. They discuss it internally, and they're usually on the fence comparing options. So they'll go to Google and they'll search things like, in the proposal space, GetAccept alternatives, or GetAccept pricing, or Proposify pricing, or Proposify alternatives. And this is your chance to shine a light on how you stand out, why you're different, and why they should consider you instead of a competitor they're investigating. Another way to do these is versus keywords. So perhaps you go Proposify versus Quilla, and then you position yourself as a third choice, and you say, these two have got good points here, but they fall short here, and this is where we shine above the others. So that's it. Column 1, offer. Column 2, industry. Column 3, competitors. And column 4, the jobs to be done. So what are those problems that your dream clients face when they might not know your offer exists, but they're struggling with the problem you solve? So speak to your sales team, speak to your customer success team, get those how-to issues that folks are struggling with before they know about your offer. So how to write proposals that convert, how to build out sales quotes that close, how to close more deals with my proposals, all that kind of stuff. Grab those juicy insights from your sales team and make out those exhaustive lists. Once you've got those main keyword opportunities, run them through a tool like Ahrefs or SEMrush to check they've got a little bit of search volume. Don't be worried about tons of traffic or tons of search volume. Quite often these commercial money keywords have lower search volume compared to informational based keywords like what is something or how is something or that kind of stuff, or how to something. It's good. It means there's less volume, but more buying intent behind it. So you can start making an exhaustive list of these long tail keywords, and then we can move on to building out pages that are going to rank, resonate, and convert. Once you've built out your exhaustive list of money keywords, the next thing to do is build out content to rank, resonate, and convert for each one of those money keywords. Easiest way to do this is a process called assessing page intent. What type of page does Google favor for our target keywords? Is it a landing page, an article, a product listicle, comparison page, or something else? In our example, proposal software, if we go for Proposify alternatives and search that on Google, we want to look at what are probably the top 3 organic rankings, non-paid, non-sponsored results, what typically ranks quite well for this term. So in this case, what's ranking well, we can see number 1 organic is Quilla, 8 Proposify alternatives, then we've got better proposals with alternatives to Proposify, and then number 3 PandaDoc, 10 Proposify alternatives. So let's jump in quickly to the number 1 result, which is Quilla. It's a product comparison, it's a product listicle. So a few things to consider when you're evaluating pages, when you're building out pages. Now, a common issue, a common mistake I see is a lot of B2B and SaaS companies spend weeks or worse months on technical SEO. And from experience, it's not until so many B2B and SaaS companies are light on content, like most of them have 10 to 50 pages before they start SEO. It's not until you get to thousands and thousands of pages that you want to mess around with deep technical SEO, like tinkering with alt tags, worrying about getting your page speed 0.01 second quicker, instead focusing on the fundamentals of SEO and focusing on publishing content at speed and making your content way better than whatever's ranking organic 1. The whole point of this exercise is to see what's ranking organic 1 and then look to blow that page out of the water, make your page more useful, helpful, trustworthy, shine expertise. Google have a framework called EEAT, experience, expertise, authority, and trust. They want to show that this page is trustworthy, it's helpful, it's useful, and it convinces someone to take action. So bear that in mind. So when it comes to technical SEO, I like to keep things simple. So within your meta title, weave in your money keyword, and the same for your meta description. You only want one H1 header 1 tag, and weave in your money keywords. So Quilla did that, 8 Proposify alternatives to consider in 2025. So weave in that in your H1. In the header or banner area of your article, you might have the author and date within there as well, and a nice image in that header area. And then usually these comparison-based articles, they position the main offer, their product as number 1, and then have competitors underneath. Common mistake on competitor articles is saying, yes, you're number 1, but then bashing your competitors and just saying, we're really, really great, we're the best in class, and then bashing the competitors. It's not going to build trust with your audience, and it might even get you legal battles with your competitors. So I encourage you for alternatives-based pages, follow that technical SEO framework that I said. So make sure your money keyword is within your meta title and description. Make sure it's on your heading 1, only have one heading 1 per page. Make sure it's within URL, so yourdomain.com, then / money keyword. So as this example, it's quilla.com and then / Proposify - alternatives. You have a hyphen, separate the spaces. And then the only other technical SEO I'd say is have a solid UX, a solid UI, so a solid design that's ideally backed by customer research, looks good, and your dream client sale looks good, and a page that's easy to navigate. And the last thing is to have some internal links so Google can easily crawl the page. So weave in internal links maybe to relevant landing pages, product pages, case study pages, so folks can easily crawl to other pages where they want to go. And likewise, Google can easily crawl the site. And then the best way to build out our comparison page is to position your offer as number 1, but blow the page that's currently ranking out of the water. So to be safe, instead of doing 8 alternatives, I'd go for 20, just so there's no chance someone's going to beat your page anytime soon. And when you're positioning, have a quick intro about the offer, maybe a quick takeaways, quick summary, what someone can expect in the article. Maybe build out a comparison table and then build out your page, your offer as number 1. Maybe have screenshots GIFs, videos, or even a live demo showing the aha moment, the actual cool moment where your product is best placed, what folks actually want to see about that aha moment under the bonnet of your offer. And then share your differentiators. Why do clients choose you? What problems you solve that others don't? What features you have that others don't? Why do folks pick you over other options? Maybe weave in a customer testimonial of why they chose you above others. Share a bit of information about your features, pricing, all that good stuff. And then because this is a bottom of funnel, high intent page, have a call to action to book a call or book a demo. So that is an example of a alternative based article. But if we give you another example, so one of our clients, the B2B Playbook, we ranked them #1 recently for demand generation course, demand gen course, and a bunch of other similar keywords, getting them above HubSpot, Pavilion, CXL, and some really well-authoritative competitors, and the B2B Playbook had very limited authority themselves. So similar structure, but this is a landing page, not an article that we built out for them. So in their case, they're going for their money keyword in the URL, their domain b2bplaybook.com/demand-generation-course, their main keyword within their H1 heading 1 tag, only one heading 1 tag per page. So the ultimate demand generation course to crush your revenue targets in 2025. And they've also got their money keyword in their meta title and description. And then a framework that I like to use within landing pages is problem, agitation, solution. What's the problem that folks are facing? What's the impact of not fixing it? Let's agitate it a bit. Let's annoy it. What happens if you don't fix it? And then position your offer as the solution. Use the framework EEAT Google brought out a while back. Experience, expertise, authority, trust. Make sure that all shines through in your page. And then in their case, we evaluated HubSpot's page, CXL's page, and we looked to blow their pages out of the water, just make our page more detailed, helpful, useful, and trustworthy. In their hero area, they've got a quick summary of what it's about. They've got a nice YouTube video embed. They've got a clear call to action to sign up. Then they've got some social proof straight away, customer testimonials. They've got a bit of a way to build demand by having a countdown timer for when the next cohort of their course runs. Then they dig into the problem you might be facing. Are you struggling with X? Are you struggling with Y? Are you struggling to generate demand? Are you struggling to build pipeline? Are you drowned in the busy work of being a marketer on a hamster wheel? Because their course is all about empowering B2B marketers to build demand and drive qualified inbounds and revenue. What's wrong with doing it the current way? Life before, life after, a really nice format, and then weaving in how the product, how their offer, how their training actually fixes all these problems. Some nice screenshots. So where B2B and SaaS companies often go wrong is they don't weave in their offer into the content. So make sure you're making your offer product led. Show the screenshots, show the product in action, show the aha moments, weave in relevant videos. YouTube embeds can be super powerful as well. Walk through what's entailed in the course, in their case, or walk through what's entailed in your offer or your product. Weaving in some more social proof, so some LinkedIn shout outs, a bit more about the course, and then some FAQs. FAQs can be a superpower for landing pages. It can help Google rank your site better because you're addressing common queries and objections, but it can also enable sales, big sales enabler. You can handle objections head on, but don't do generic FAQs like in this case, what's the demand generation course? More specifically, take up those juicy, difficult questions you get on sales calls like, why should I trust you guys? I've seen another program that's cheaper. What's your refund policy? Do I get an account manager? How much support do I get after? Get all those super tough questions and then build out an FAQ section from all those juicy sales calls and objections at the bottom of the page. This works an absolute treat for landing pages to Google content they'll love, give prospects content they'll love, show transparency, overcome those objections, and actually save your sales team's time and get folks more likely to inquire or convert. And then some more social proof at the end, customer quotes, testimonials showing why they chose this course over competitors. So that's a bit of a framework you can take. Like I say, go steady on the technical SEO, follow those main points that we discussed. And aside from that, make sure your page completely blows whatever else is ranking completely out the water, whether it's an article, landing page, listicle comparison, or something else. A massive point to note here is speed to publish page is your absolute advantage as a B2B tech, SaaS, or service company. Most of us have got giant competitors that have been in the game years and years, probably got massive budgets, and just going to completely blow us out of the water when it comes to ad spend or similar. Your advantage is to be able to plan out your money keywords like we talked about, plan out the pages that you need to completely blow the competitors out of the water, and then having a bias to publish at speed. So many giant companies, they just move slow. It takes them ages to plan out keywords and topics, takes them ages to build out pages, takes them ages to then send that to their design team, then to their web development team, then to QA, then to legal. And it could be months and months before these big companies have even published 1 or 2 pages. Meanwhile, you can do this process literally in days if you've got a bias towards taking action. The quicker you can get these pages planned, researched, and published, the quicker that you can start ranking, getting multiple lines in the water, start driving those high quality inbound leads from dream clients searching directly for your offers, getting more lines in the water. It typically takes 2 to 3 months, up to 90 days for page rankings to settle on Google. So the quicker you can publish, the quicker you can start ranking, driving those juicy organic traffic, inbounds, and revenues for your B2B company. Now it's time to build backlinks. What the heck's a backlink? A backlink, in simple terms, is a link from another site back to yours, usually with something called a do follow link. It's a trust signal. It sends a trust signal to Google. It helps build up something called your domain rating or the domain authority of your website, and it comes in especially useful when you're trying to rank for really competitive terms. So earlier we talked about ranking for best proposal software or best proposal platforms. It's going to be really difficult because all the giant players in your industry are going to be trying to go after those competitive keywords too. What we found when we were trying to rank the B2B playbook for demand generation course, we were struggling on page 2. We built out their best-in-class page, but some of the big competitors like HubSpot and others were surpassing them. So we knew we needed to build some backlinks. I'm going to share 2 super juicy free strategies so you can build some quality backlinks for your money keywords. One of my favorite lesser known strategies is using a tool like Ahrefs or SEMrush. You quite literally just copy and paste your founder, your CEO, or one of your exec team, perhaps someone that's quite often doing interviews or in the press or getting PR. Copy and paste their LinkedIn profile into Ahrefs or SEMrush, and then once you've copied their LinkedIn profile page, I've got mine as an example on the screen, then we go to backlinks, and you can look up all the websites that are linking to their LinkedIn profile, and you'll see you can filter those by domain rating or domain authority, and you'll see there's some pretty nice sites. And all I recommend you do is, right now we know that those articles are linking to our site. Look for the ones that are relevant to your niche, so niche relevant sites. Start with the ones with the highest domain authority and rating, and simply reach out to those folks. Find them on LinkedIn, drop them a note, say, hey, thanks for featuring our exec in this article recently. Had a small ask, could you quickly change the LinkedIn profile to actually do a do follow link to this page, so the focus page that you're trying to rank for that money keyword. Most folks will happily oblige, especially if you've got a pre-made partnership with them already. So that's a strategy, really quick win. And another way you can do is, instead of, once you've exhausted this, you can copy and paste your website URL in there. So you can look at all the companies already linking to your website already, but perhaps they're not linking to the right page, or perhaps you want to change the focus keyword or something like that. That's something you can do afterwards. So that's one. The next one is to use a site called Listen Notes. This is a super powerful strategy, not just for building links, but building authority in your niche and building up your audience. Go to listennotes.com, type in your focus category. So in my case, it might be B2B marketing or SaaS marketing or B2B strategies. Yours might be finance, HR, fintech. And then you can look at the top podcasts in your niche. So we can see Breaking B2B, my podcast here. And all you got to do is you can filter by the top listened, you can filter by dates, relevance, and much, much more categories. So start with your focus niche, look at the top podcasts in your niche, you can see who hosts them, and then I recommend maybe doing 5 to 10 of these outreaches per day if you're serious about ramping quality links. Connect with whoever is the host on LinkedIn, drop them a painfully short message like, hey Steve, recently listened to your episode on XYZ, enjoyed the note on this, had an unusual idea for your podcast, are you against a conversation, something painfully short to pique their interest. Once they accept your request, send them a quick Loom video or similar and just say, look, enjoying your podcast, here's my unusual idea, I can share tips on XYZ, which I believe will be of value to your audience, and then ask if they're open to having you on your show. If you're doing 5 or so of those outreaches per day, you're steadily going to get accepted on the shows. When you do the recording, make sure it's valuable, make sure you share useful tips, ideas, insights. Not only are you going to reach new audiences when you do the show and you go onto their podcast, you'll get potential leads, but you can ask them when they publish the show on that podcast article page on their website to ask for a do follow link to one of your focus keywords. Really solid way to build up not only relationships, build new audiences, get potential leads, but get really nice links for niche relevant websites. And last up, we've got a bit of a secret tip, and that is using video to earn extra rankings in Google's organic search engine results page. You can actually secure up to 4 or more rankings using video from YouTube. As an example, if you search B2B SaaS SEO right now, I've got 2 videos showing up in the organic search results page right at the top of Google's videos results. B2B SEO, I've got one of my own channel, and then one of me being interviewed on B2B SEO, and then SaaS SEO, I've got another one there. So you can get rankings in the organic normal listings plus the video. And the other secret tip is, what I found is, if on your landing page or your article page or your product page, if you embed a relevant YouTube video on the topic, maybe it's a walkthrough, breakdown, a case study, a how-to, an experiment, or similar on that specific focused keyword that's relevant to the topic, Google seems to favor those pages that embed YouTube videos and rank them a bit higher, give them a bit of a boost from what I've seen. Not only that, you're going to secure more real estate on Google like I've just broken down. Plus, you can get folks into your ecosystem. Super important if you sell high-ticket B2B software, services, or similar, so they can check out your YouTube channel. It adds another layer of trust if they see you on video, and they might check out more of your video breakdowns, how-tos, case studies, and encourage them to place more trust and believe that you can actually help them with their problem, and then eventually reach out to you because they've seen that extra content and built that extra layer of trust with yourself. So give video a try once you're getting into SEO. And there you have it. So what I've broken down in this episode is a high-level overview of ranking your B2B company on Google and driving a steady flow of traffic, leads, and pipeline. You might feel a little bit overwhelmed and think that's perhaps a little bit too much for myself or my small marketing team to be able to manage effectively, publish at scale, and make SEO a serious organic growth channel to drive leads, pipeline, and revenue for your business. If it does sound a little overwhelming, we're happy to fix that problem. We're happy to stop competitors consistently outranking you on Google and making SEO a solid inbound lead and revenue channel. Why not book a call over at breakingb2b.com? I can have a chat with you, find out what you're up to now, where you'd like to get to, and see if we're a good fit to start driving pipeline and revenue with SEO. That's breakingb2b.com. Or if you're not ready, why not check out the Breaking B2B podcast or Breaking B2B newsletter for free actionable tips and advice. And with that, I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.